Everybody, how are we today? It is Monday morning, so you know what that means. It's time for some tea. I don't have my cat mug with me today. Unfortunately, I can't find it. That's a bummer, I know. Everyone's going to be all bummed out. They're not going to see the pretty kitty. But good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name, as you know, if you've been here before, if you don't, welcome, and it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Adam Fox. Oh, I'm falling. It's Adam Fox. I am one of the exercise instructors here at Connected Community Health Support. Just adjust the camera just a tad. Boo-doo-doo. There we go. But thank you for joining me today. As I said, my name is Adam Fox. Foxy, whatever you'd like to call me. Thank you for joining us today on day number 85 of our 27th week. Just got done with our rest week, so now we are on to, why is that caption like that? But we just got done with our 26th week, excuse me. So now we are done with the rest week, and we are on to 5 days a week. You heard me right, people. 5 days a week now. Just 1 second. I'm gonna fix my camera. And oh no, that's not fixing. Whoopsies. Just 1 second. And nope. Come on, camera. Work with me here. Trying to get this on the laptop is nuts. There we go. I can't tell if that's crooked or not. You guys let me know if that's crooked. But good morning, everybody. Oh, that looks so crooked. Oh, God, this is going to give me OCD. Or not like you can't be given OCD. But it's going to annoy me, I should say. Oh, my gosh. Come on, camera. Why do you got to do this to me today? 1 second, guys. My apologies. I don't like to do this. I usually don't like to do this. I hate having this take away from our time. How's this? There we go. Okay. All right. Where was I? Yes, day 85, week 27. We are restarting the program, and what I mean by restarting is we're not starting from week 1. We just got done with our scheduled rest week, so now after the rest week, we start the third quarter. Is this third quarter first? Yes, third. Really had to think about that. We start the third quarter of this program. We're halfway through, so good job for everyone for sticking along and powering through. I know it's tough sometimes to wake up and get to these workouts. I know myself included to even host them. It's kind of tough waking up sometimes. So I totally understand that, guys. But now we are on a 5-day-a-week schedule. So prior to this, it was 4 days. We've been working our way up since the first quarter. Started with 3, second quarter is 4. Third quarter is 5, and in the last quarter, we're going to be working out 6 days a week. So now the new schedule is going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 in the morning. Seth Spicer will be making his return, his long-awaited return, at the 7:30 slot on Wednesday morning instead of Monday. So if you guys want to check Seth Spicer out, he's going to be here on Wednesday morning at 7:30. So, and the other 2 times are going to be Tuesday at 12 that Jacob will be streaming, and then Thursday at 5:30 I will be streaming. Jacob will be doing the Friday, and I, of course, will be doing the Monday, as you guys can see right now. Morning tea on Monday is really getting me going. So we're going to get started here. As always, guys, please make sure you talk to your doctors first. If you have any underlying health conditions, go talk to them. Make sure everything is A-okay inside so you are ready to get one of these great workouts in with us. We'll make sure you're healthy before we start so we can make you a little healthier if possible, obviously. So we just want to make sure you guys are healthy before we start this program. Also, any house cleaning or not, not house cleaning, but any housekeeping that I have to do. I'm not sure if there's anything. I don't think that there's any other announcements. Obviously, stay tuned to all of our social media. we just did a really cool collab with Whisk Management last night. I hope you guys got to see that. And if you did not, it is we will have it. It is on our Twitch page and our YouTube page. You can go watch that. He made some ramen. His own vegan mushroom creamy ramen, I believe it was. I'm gonna butcher that. I'm sorry, Whisk Management. I'm sorry, Josh. I can't remember exactly what you made. I know it was something with miso, and it looked amazing, the final product. So you guys can go check that out on one of our pages if you'd like, if you want to figure out how to make that yummy vegan mushroom ramen recipe that he made for us last night. So also, as I know I got some people coming in right now, we are on the 5-day-a-week schedule now. So Seth will be on 7:30 a.m. on Wednesdays. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be 7:30. Well, Monday, 7:45 really. But 7:30 for all intents and purposes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Jake's at 12 on Tuesday, and I'm at 5:30 on Thursday. So without further ado, I don't think I have anything else to cover. As always, like I just said, make sure you're keeping an eye on the social media, the Instagram, because I'm going to be making a nice little healthy snack for little power balls, so to speak. I'm making those today, trying to throw those up either today or tomorrow. We still have a couple exercise videos we're going to get to you guys. A really good one of me absolutely laying Jake out, so I hope you guys are really looking forward to that because it's going to be a good one. But aside from that, remember, guys, you don't need to hear my spiel. You know why we do this. We want to eliminate all the barriers, take away stigmas, bring people into this, make a community, make you feel welcome and warmed and welcome, and make you feel as if exercise is not as intimidating as some people believe it is, because there's a lot of stigmas around gyms. And I know you guys have heard this a million times, but a lot of stigmas around gyms, a lot of stigmas around stereotypes at gyms. So we want to take that stigma away, bring you here, have a good time, get a good workout, and then go to work without having to leave your house. Come back from the gym and then go. You don't have not making you come back from the gym, then go to your house, go to work. Just get a good workout in and leave, just like that. Sorry, I'm fumbling over my words this morning. Monday mornings, I'm like Garfield, not a huge fan. I think that right now, after the third time I've said it, I really do think that's all I got for you guys. Today's going to be a 30-30 break, so 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. It's only a 30-minute workout because remember, after each quarter, we reset. So we did the first 12 weeks, we reset back to 30 minutes. We did the second 12 weeks, reset back to 30 minutes. We are periodizing your cardiovascular system so that you are able to take this load until you don't burn out too early in these programs. So without further ado, I don't think I have anything else to say. And if I do, I'll say it during the stream because I love to talk. So, all right, we're going to get started, and we have one more sip of my tea. And let me grab my water. You got my tea, my water, a little bit of creatine, you know. Oh, tell me I need to change the camera. Oh, this is killing me. Good morning, happy face if you're out there. And if you're not, if the other person that I see out there, good morning to you as well, regardless of who you are. All right, that's going to have to do. All right, perfect. So we're going to get started here. Remember, as always, starting with the open and close gate. So bring the leg up, bring it back down. Pip, please don't get in the way of my stream. Oh, my God. So back up and back down. Just like so. Remember, grab your friend, Mr. Wall, if you need it. Because I never want you guys to be off balance doing this and possibly hurt yourself. Pip. Really? I love this cat, but she just loves to be the center of attention right in the middle of the way. So I'm going to have to move her in a second. Unless you guys want to keep her on the stream, then I guess I'll keep her there for your entertainment. She has a lot of entertainment, believe me. All right. Almost done here. Just a couple more on this side. Perfect. All right, now warm the legs and the knees up. So remember, we're just kicking our butt, kicking the ball, kicking the butt, kicking the ball, just like that. And just stay kicking. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're going to switch sides. 1. Remember, the reason that we do all these warm-up movements is try to get you warmed up all the way from, oh, I didn't start with the ankles today. Whoopsies. I went to talk about it and forgot I didn't do it. So the next one we're going to do is go back to the ankles because I totally forgot. All right. Now, ankle rolls here, guys. So we can do this against the wall for a little bit more stability like this. It allows you a little bit better range of motion because you're not compensating to hold yourself up on one leg. My allergies, as you kind of guessed, maybe because of my cat, I am allergic a little bit, so I apologize for all the sniffling and all that good stuff you're going to hear on stream today. So keep on rotating. We switch sides now, or switch directions, I should say. All right, now we switch sides. Pip. You guys can't see her because she's off screen right now, but she's like about to jump onto my TV. So just being a little cautious here. Pip, don't do anything stupid, please. All right, and we are done with that side. All right, perfect. So now I skipped the hips. I did those first on accident. My apologies. So now T-spine rotations. Bring the arm back and forward. Back like that, and bring it forward, just like that. Doesn't have to be more complicated than you want it to be, guys. And I implore you to try extending your fingers out all the way and bringing your fingers as far back as you can too. You'll feel a little bit different stretch on the shoulder and the chest a little bit. Just try it out, see how it feels. It's always good to get new sensations, as I know you guys hear me talk about it a lot. All right, last one on each side here. All right, now we're going to do some arm circles. Get the shoulders nice and warmed up. No, these are not cars. They're not controlled articular rotations. I know I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to warm the entire shoulder up. Seen people giving people harp for calling the shoulder circles, not calling them cars. They're like, because it's not controlled range of motion. But at the end of the day, we're just warming up the body, so it doesn't really matter. You can do little guys like this. Bring them out in front, like so. Bring them down low. Just get new sensation. I do really mean that every time I say new sensation. Just try to do new movements you're not used to doing. Just like this. Reach all the way out. There we go. So to pause my timer. All right. Alrighty, now let's go to neck rotation. So the first thing we're going to do, look to the right, look to the left. Wow, look to the left, look to the right, even though on your screen I'm opposite, but that's okay. To the right and left. Remember, find that spot on the wall. You want to rotate. Come on, Pip. Excuse me, my apologies. Left to the right, left to the right, and keep on switching. Just like so. I really hope I don't have a sneezing fit today. That'd be awesome. All right, now we're going to go down, look in between the ankles, into the sky. Those big bones in the middle of your ankles, or malleoli, however they're. I'm not sure if that's a plural or not, but that's okay. Up and down and up and down. And now the last thing we're going to do is a little bit of the shakes that Jake talked about on Thursday's stream last week, or Tuesday's, whatever day it was. Just going to shake the head a little bit, kind of like you're a bobblehead that's getting flipped at an angle. So you're doing little rotations like this. You're not doing anything crazy. Nothing to hurt yourself, just little rotations like this. What are you doing? Keep your eyes open or close them. Whichever one you fancy. Oh. There we go. All right. And just roll it out. And I'm going to get started on the first demonstration for the exercise. So you guys get ready. We're doing the hinges first, as always. The reaching to the floor. Picking up the pillow, coming back up, starting in 2, 1. Oh, I need to turn my volume up. And go. So, remember, guys, we're just reaching down to the floor, coming back up. Also, this workout is going to seem extremely short. I know I already mentioned this a little bit today, but this workout is going to seem extremely short because we are back down to 3 sets instead of 6. because as I said, when we deload, we go back to 30 minutes and then work our way up to an hour. Stopping in 2, 1, and cut it. So it's not that we're trying to, gyp you guys on any exercise or whatnot. It's just it's part of the program. It's part of the periodization that we are going to work you up 30, 45 minutes, an hour, all in 1 quarter, and then bring you back down. So you're still getting all those adaptations. So your body is allowed to kind of reset almost. Think about it as a reset so you don't plateau. It's the easiest way to describe it without being too nerdy. So next one we're doing is alternating rows. Just follow my lead and let's go. We're going to bend over here. We're going to reach and pull and reach and pull. So we're almost doing like a little bit of a twisting. Reach and pull, reach and pull. I'll look right at you. Reach and pull, reach and pull. So you're doing like a little bit of like a twist almost. Reach and pull and reach and pull. You can do it faster if you'd like, or you can just stand still like this. It's really about whichever one feels better for you. Stopping right about now. Good. And like I said, I know it's sometimes a little discouraging to be feeling like you're doing really good and that feeling as if like you're killing these workouts, and then we bump everything back to 30 minutes. It is part of the plan. So I just want to reassure that again. Don't feel discouraged because you're like, I was doing so good in an hour and now we're back to 30 minutes. It's okay. We'll get back to an hour. I promise you. Next thing we're doing is alternating raise the roof. So on my lead and let's go. So you're going to have one hand up like this, holding in the air. The other hand is just going to be reaching. So pretend like you can't see my hand. Pretend like you got a plate on that hand. You're just holding it there and then reaching. And now we are going to switch. So now you're going to hold this one there and reach with the other one. Reach like you got a plate on both hands. Just reach for the sky. Try to touch your ceiling. If you are vertically inclined like I am, then you can touch the ceiling. But if not, that's okay. And we are done. There we go. Damn, these 30 seconds is really blowing by when you're not doing stretches, talking the whole time. All right, so the next one is going to be knee to elbow. So we've done these before. We can either do them like this, standing. You're just bringing that elbow or knee to your elbow and vice versa. Or we can do them on the ground like this, little bicycles. Or you can do up and like this. So we're going to start with the bicycles today. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Just try to get your elbow to the knee for each one. Remember, you can do crunches like this if you would like. Whichever one floats your boat. Or the standing variation of elbow to knee like so. And we are done. Perfect. There we go. We are blowing through these today, guys. And I'm grabbing a chair. So as usual, I'm going to be showing the squat in the chair today, but a little bit of a caveat to the squat today. We want to switch it up a little bit. We love the squat pattern. We want to incorporate it with something else, make it a little less conscious on the brain. So now we're going to pretend like we got dumbbells in our hands. We're going to press to the sky after we stand. So right now we're going to sit down and press. Sit and press. So it's like you're sitting on the chair, and then you're reaching towards the sky when you stand. Sit and press. Sit and press. It's almost like you're doing a snatch for all you CrossFitters out there. You're going down, touching the sky. Down, touch the sky. Except obviously a snatch without the bar in your hand. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right, here we go. The next one, we're doing the regular push-ups as always, but we're also going to try something different today, where we're doing like chest flies instead. So we're just on the ground, straight arm, bringing the arms together like so. I'm going to demo this for a little bit and then switch over to the push-ups. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So like I said, we're touching the hands together like this, keeping the arms straight. We want to switch up what we're doing for a chest exercise a little bit, aside from just push-ups. So if you want to grab like a 5-pound weight and do this with us, you can. Or if you just want to use your body weight, that is okay too. You're still using gravity as the main force of resistance here. So it's not as if you're not getting any muscle activation because you're not using a heavy load. We're going to keep going here. And I said I was going to switch off in the middle. My apologies. I forgot already. But remember, you can do the push-ups in place of the flies if you are looking for more of like that pump. If you like the push-ups, go ahead. I've said this on stream a million times. I'm not a huge fan of the push-ups, but I do them because they are a fundamental movement pattern that we need to all have. Now, shoulder pulses. Lay down on the ground like this. Arms out. And we're going to pulse up like this. Now, you can do this two ways. You can do straight up like this, or you can do kind of like an ITY pattern where we're going all the way down to here and then back up. And these do feel really, really good in the shoulders because we're not used to moving in this range of motion. So even doing one or two rotations of this feels money on the shoulders. All right. And we are back to, well, not back to the bottom. We're at the bottom of the workout. So got 1 through 7 done. Good job, guys. Now we're doing boxing. And we're going to switch it up just a little bit. Usually I just have you box from your feet right next to each other, bilateral stance. Now I'm going to have you get down in a split, not really a split squat, but in a staggered stance like this. So your body's a little bit lower to the ground. We're going to start throwing punches. Starting 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So throw like this. And somebody asked us why we like to do the boxing. And for me personally, I like programming the boxing because, we're going to switch sides now. Because it is so aerobically demanding. Because this is one of the only movements that we're doing where you're moving the arms, the whole, well, not the whole body, but, the lower body's tensed. And we are done. But you're moving the upper body. It's a very aerobically demanding exercise for the upper body and the whole body because you're tense. You're holding your stance isometrically like this and throwing those arms as fast as you can. So it's a good little heart beater exercise. If that makes any sense to anyone besides me, heart beater exercise just makes your heart beat real fast. All right, back to the hinge starting in 2, 1. Remember, we can do single leg as well. And back up like this. Another thing that I'm trying to do, especially for the streams that only have 3 sets, is offer a different variation for the hinge or the squat or the push-up. Things that we have multiple variations for, I want to always offer those variations. So every set we're doing something just a little bit different. And we are done. There we go. And the next set will be bridges instead of the hinge or single leg hinge. But if you want to do either of those last two, the single leg or double or bilateral hinge, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you not to. Remember, we're the buffet of movement. You come in, pick what you want, and that's all you gotta do. You don't gotta do anything more. I'm not gonna force feed you anything. You know what I mean? You pick the movements, whatever you guys want to do. All right, now alternating rows starting right now. So remember, we're gonna reach like this. So we're getting a full turning and twisting like this. All the way down as far as we can to the floor and back up. And I want you to really reach and pull like you're actually reaching on like a cable or something and pulling. Like so. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Good job, guys. You can do that standing as well if you'd like. I like to bend over. There's more gravity resistance. I know we talk about that all the time. So that's my personal favorite. Well, sorry, not personal favorite. That's my personal reason why I would rather have you guys bend over. But like I said, whatever floats your boat. I'm not on your boat, so I don't have to float on it. So whatever floats your boat, guys. All right. Alternating, raise the roofs. Starting one hand up like this. Pressing the other hand. Remember, we're holding the plate with both hands. Trying to touch that sky, touch the ceiling, whichever one. Maybe you're outside this morning. Maybe it's not rainy and gloomy wherever you are, because I know here in Troy, it is nice and gloomy, nice and rainy. A good day to sit inside, but unfortunately we can't do that. we have work to do and other things to attend to. So can't do that, but maybe someday. Maybe next rainy day we'll be able to just sit inside and do nothing. It'll be on a Sunday. All right, and we are done. There we go. Good job, guys. Remember, the whole point with that one is we're just holding that one hand isometrically, pushing the other one up. So this one's still getting some work, but in a different fashion. Then you get to switch. So they're both getting the full 30 seconds of work, just in a different sensation, a different stimulus, so to speak. Because remember, I want you guys to feel, I want you guys to be able to understand where your body and space is better. So you're feeling multiple different types of movements. So back to the elbows to knees, starting right now. So this is all it's got to be. Bringing the knee to the elbow. Or remember, we can do this from the ground. And the farther that you bring your knee out, you're going to feel it more in your opposite side hip. So think about your knees, the line of your knees line, like tracking line. If your knee comes farther out, so you're getting more hip flexion. All right, and we're done. What I mean by that is instead of coming straight up like this, if you come out like that, I don't know if you guys can see the difference between that. I know I can, but that's just because I can feel the difference. But if you bring the knee farther out, you get a little bit more hip, well, I guess it would be kind of an extension, but a little bit more outward motion like this, opposed to coming straight up. You get a little bit more of the feeling in the core for you guys. So back to the squat to press. So remember, get your chair, get your pretend dumbbells, press, and press. It's kind of similar to like, almost like a wall ball. If you guys, again, for those CrossFitters out there, similar to a wall ball, except now all you're doing is just touching the sky. You're not throwing a ball. You don't have to catch it, thank God. And keep going, guys. Only a couple more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Remember, you can do that as this as well, actually trying to touch the ground, or you can just do it from here, whichever one you guys are more comfortable with. All right, now I'm going to do the push-up because, like I said, last round, last time through, fundamental movement pattern. You still got to do it. Even though we are trying to switch it up, give you some new stimulus, we still need to do the push-ups because they're important. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and press. And 1, 2, 3. Almost done here, guys. I have about 10 more seconds. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, last 1, 2, 3, and we are done. There we go. Good job, guys. And for the shoulder pulses, if you would like to do those standing like this totally works too. Oh, excuse me, that was a big one. Excuse me, I'm a pig today. So you can do them just like this if you'd like. I'm going to lay down on the floor for this one. We're starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So if your hands overhead, remember you're just pulsing. What I mean by pulsing is you're just waving your hands almost. You're bringing them down about 1 inch and then bringing them back up a couple. So it's just constant movement on the shoulder. And we are done. There we go. It's kind of funny that we've been doing 30-30, or we've done 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest so many times over this half a year that I'm so used to 30-second timers that I almost don't have to look anymore to see when the timer is going to end. I know how long it should take from when my yap stops running and how long I've been doing the exercise for us to be like, okay, 3 seconds left. All right, start with the boxing right now. So remember, keep those arms moving. It's okay for your lower body to bounce and or move with you a little bit. Just because you're throwing your arms does not mean the rest of your body has to stay completely still. That just kind of goes against how the body works. So I know we're going to switch sides. When I say switch sides, we're just switching which foot is in front. Keep going here. Stopping in 5 seconds, guys. Come on. 2, 1, and cut it. So next time through, I always do this in the last set. Next time through, let's try 15 seconds all out. So first 15 seconds is the max sustainable pace. Kind of go as hard as you can without burning out for 15 seconds. And then the last 15 seconds is all out. I know I said as hard as you can for those first 15, but the last 15 is all out. Leave it all on the table. But we still got 7 more exercises to get through till we get there. So starting with the bridges here right now. Remember, I'm giving a different variation each time. As your body loves variety. Body loves variation. And all you're doing with this is making sure your armpits are in line with your knees. And keep going here, guys. I have about 10 more seconds. And we are done with this one. There we go. Good job, guys. Alrighty. Moving on. The alternating rows. And also, make sure to stick around for our tidbit. Today's tidbit is a little bit on finance. We actually have a challenge for you guys inspired by Mr. Jacob Carroll. So shout out to you, Chief, over there. It's about personal finance, like I said. So we'll talk more about that in just a second. Now we're doing the row reaches. So down, pull, and pull, and pull, and pull. Just like this. You're reaching kind of past your pinky toe and pulling. You're going to say, hey, I feel this in my legs. Good, you should. Because your legs are stabilizing. If you don't want to feel your legs, you can just reach from up here. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. But because we are not, none of us went to school for marketing and finances or personal finances. We like to, instead of go very in-depth on, financial advice, because I know all of us, I know for especially myself, Jake and I, we are not the best with our own finances. So not like we're in debt or anything, but we don't feel comfortable giving you guys, scientific advice on finances. All right, back to the alternating raise. So remember, we don't feel as comfortable giving you financial advice, more so challenges that have already not been done before, but things that are a little more on the lighter side. It's not as scientifically rooted in nature, so to speak. So, and what I mean by nature is just saying, like, we're not trying to copy the literature, so to speak, with the personal finance stuff. We're kind of doing things that are a little less. Oh, and we are done there. Less intensive when it comes to the research aspect, because we love doing the research on all of the topics and the pillars, but personal finance is definitely one of the ones where we look to do things that give you more actionable items of advice or tips and things. So we're going to do something later. We talk about credit cards, talk about extra spending, and challenge within that. So stick around. It's going to be good, and we have the quote of the week as always. So back to the elbow to knee crunches. We are on the last set. I forgot to have you guys give yourselves pats on the back after each set. That's my apologies. I'm usually pretty good on that. So make sure you give yourselves 2 pats on the back after this exercise. And remember to cherish the tiny victories, because the tiny victories lead and add up to the large success at the end of the road. So make sure you don't gloss over those small victories, guys. All right, and we are done with those. I know I talk about that all the time, it's cliche, but seriously, the little things you do add up. Obviously, I mean, everybody knows that, but they do accumulate. It's like a domino effect or a snowball effect. One tiny thing after another gives you that dopamine shot. One tiny achievement after another gives you that dopamine shot. So you want to continue doing whatever that is, whether it's working out or working or something in your love life, whatever it may be. All right, back to the squat to press. Now I'm going to do the ones that's kind of like a snatch. So we're going to try to touch the ground while sitting down. And back up. And remember, for the next set, oh, wait, getting too antsy right now. Down and up, just like that. Stopping in 2 and 1. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting a little too antsy. I'm already talking about the flies. Don't need Mr. Chair until I do the breathing. But with the flies, remember, we can do just the good old-fashioned chest flies, like so, laying on the ground, or we can do the push-ups. And if anyone's commenting in, I can't see it, so I do apologize if you guys are trying to chat with me. Cannot see anything right now. It's on my screen, do some funky stuff, but don't think that was a chat. All right, go back to the push-ups. I'm going to do push-ups for a couple reps and switch over to the flies. 3, and back up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to switch to the flies for the last 10 seconds because these do honestly feel good. And you don't want to just let your arms slap off the ground. You want to resist it a little bit. So let it get to about 1 inch off the ground and then pull it back up just like that. All right. Good job, mis amigos. Good job, good job, good job. Oh, you got your hair. All right, next one. I don't know why I stood up because we're going back to the ground. Going back to the shoulder pulses. I always feel like I'm chopping my head off. I need to get a better setup or have like something that's a little more elevated. I don't know. I got to figure something out for you beautiful people. I'm cutting off my beautiful face from you beautiful people. All right, back to the shoulder pulses. Another big thing with this is making sure you're breathing, right? Your range of motion is going to be significantly limited if you are not breathing through this. So make sure you're putting some aware, conscious attention to breathing through this. Through the nose, out of the mouth. Try to do a 3 by 6 count. 3 seconds in, 6 seconds out, or 4 by 8. Whichever one you can manage. Perfect, and we are done. And I say 3 by 6 or 4 by 8. Just you don't really need to be counting out the numbers. It's just trying to cue you guys in and hone you into exhaling longer than you inhale because your body needs longer exhales than inhales. You don't need as much oxygen as we may think we do. Sometimes now I'm going to get way too deep into breathing, but all right, back to boxing. Our first 15 seconds are a little bit lighter, sustainable pace. The last 15 seconds are as hard as we can go. All right. A little hair on my face. All right, starting here in 3, 2, 1, and go. Come on, guys. Everything you got. Only 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. That was my first clap of the day. I'm proud of myself. For those of you who know me, those of you who don't, I am a chronic clapper sometimes on stream. I'm trying to get better at it. I've been getting progressively better as the weeks go on. Even my buddy Adam Walker will give me some shit, give me some flack coming. Yeah, every time you see me, or not every time, he'll clap at me sometimes. Talk about how I'm the Mr. Clapper. So all in good fun though, all in good fun. All right, now we're shaking the arms out like so. Shake, 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 shake. And remember, the whole reason we're doing this is to get a little blood flow to areas that might not get a lot, and or to get some good circulation, even though it's kind of the same thing, but to break up some of the lactic acid that we might have built up during this exercise routine from the push-ups and all the shoulder stuff. So bring the shoulders up here too. Shake them in this range of motion. Shake them in all ranges of motion. Shake with your shoulders. Shake with your elbows. Shake with your wrists and fingers. Whatever floats your boat, guys. We're almost done with today. It's been a great beginning of the third quarter. Thank you guys for being here. As always, I love having you guys in here and chatting with you. You are my community. You're my peoples. I love you. All right. And now we are on to the leg shake. So same thing, but we just stepped in a big puddle. Now we're going to shake out this leg, shake out the other leg. You can shake from the heel, shake from the toes. And I know it sounds really weird, but just give it a shot. Try shaking from your toes and shake from your heel. You'll feel 2 completely different sensations One's going to run up more the posterior aspect of your leg, and the other is the anterior. So anterior being the front, posterior being the back. Just for those of you who may not know that, that's okay. All right. A little bit more shake. And try to shake in like different ranges of motion, right? Like try to like shake out to the side, shake out in front, shake out behind. I know I look pretty crazy doing this, but you don't have to do it this intense. You can just do little shakes like this. As long as you're shaking a little bit, getting the leg moving, getting some new sensation to that area. All right. Now, on to the breathing. So, in the nose, out of the mouth, try to exhale longer than you inhale.
Activity completed.
Thank you, Siri. Wow, I did not think I needed that as much as I did. I already feel much more calm than I was prior to doing that. That's why I love doing breathing. Even just doing like a couple minutes of breathing. I know some people. I'm gonna rant for a second. I know a couple people at the gym that I train at up in Hudson Falls that talked to me recently about. Oh yeah, I do some meditating. I do Headspace at the end of the night when they're when the respective people are laying in bed. Like, yeah, I do some Headspace and I'm out within a minute and 30 seconds. It makes me think about like how many people are not how much people, but how many people are not really ever putting themselves in a parasympathetic state unless they're asleep. So what I mean by that is not allowing themselves to relax. They're constantly high strung, and as soon as they take even like a minute worth of breathing like we just did, they're out because they're so sleep deprived. Their body's like, oh my gosh, this is my time. And then because your body's always looking for more sleep. Your brain, if you're not getting a full 8 hours or full 7 hours, 7 to 9, your body's always trying to grab more sleep. Like your brain will take sleep from you even if you're awake and when you're really sleep deprived. That's a whole other thing. We're not talking about sleep this week, but that is really cool. Like if you're very, very sleep deprived, your brain will do something where it's almost like inattentional blinks. For any of you who know what that is. Inattentional blinks basically like or inattentional blindness, excuse me, where like you're tired or you're distracted, you don't see something. Your brain will kind of do the same. It'll shut your eyes for a second and your whole body will fall asleep and then wake right back up. So it'll try to regain some of that sleep when you're still awake, which is kind of a scary thing when you think about, you're driving a 2-ton or 1-ton metal missile down the road and you're falling asleep and your body is completely shutting off for a second. I'm sure some of us have been there, done that. I know I have 100% done that before, but I don't know how. Sorry, I just totally side tangent off that. My apologies. But there's some things I think are really interesting that we should all know about, like sleep deprivation. Even though I know we've talked about that a lot in the past, but I feel really bad. I don't have my cat mug this morning, guys. I feel bad. All right. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hope that was a good workout. Hope you guys enjoyed it today. For the quote of the week. Da, 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 da. So, like I said, it's personal finance, and we don't have our what is it? It's not bachelor. It's whatever the business school, not MD. That's doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. But we don't have our degree in business marketing or whatever. MD, BMD, I don't know, whatever that fancy thing is. But we don't have that, obviously, because I don't even know what it is. So we're not going to try to really give financial advice that's above our head. We're going to try to stay in our kiddie pool, so to speak, of what we know and understand. And challenging you to do things with your own money is much easier than telling you what to do with your money or giving you suggestions of what to do with your money. A challenge is something you can do if you want, or you know how a challenge works. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. So what we're going to challenge you today. Well, first, the quote of the week. is I thought this was a really good one because we're not ones to really tell you how to spend your money. We more so look at like the psychological aspects behind it, the habits that you have, and not just habits spending wise, but how that spending affects the rest of your social life, nutritional life, sleep life. Also, like obviously your overall fitness and level of fitness and health, so to speak. So the quote is, "It's not your salary that makes you rich; it's your spending habits," which I think is very important because we as you guys can't even see my face. We as a people like to overspend. Credit card spending. We have a lot of credit card debt as a people in this country. And it's not something that's going away anytime soon, and we understand that. So the challenge that we have for you guys today is one of two. First, trying to cut out any unnecessary spending. So a really good way to do that, I think we've given this tip in the past, so I might be double dipping, and I do apologize if we have. But instead of it's very easy to use the credit card, right? It's very easy to just take the credit card out, swipe it, not think about it until a month later when you get the bill, right? I've been there, done that. Unfortunately, accumulated a little debt doing that, but that's okay because we all have to learn from our mistakes so we don't make them again. But an interesting study I saw was actually McDonald's did a study, which they partnered up for a study, which I'm actually surprised it wasn't biased, but they didn't have a reason for it to be biased because they're measuring average or how people are paying, right? How their customers are paying, and the average total average cost of the individuals who paid cash or card. And it showed that individuals that paid card were on average, their meal order was about $7 opposed to cash was about $4.50. So I know that's one study and it's just McDonald's, but that's just showing that we become a little lackluster and we become a little we forget, and I don't even want to say forget, but because it's not physical cash in hand, I feel as if we don't realize how much we're spending, right? We don't realize that it doesn't seem as much because we don't have to physically break the cash or physically take it out of our pocket. It's just swipe. So that study is a really good way to prove, like, hey, spending on a card, you're more likely to spend a little bit. Even I am extrapolating this because it's one study, but it can show a basis of support that spending with a credit card, you will spend more money than you would if you had cash. And I know we all can relate to that. It's like, oh, I don't have the money on me. Okay, I'll just swipe. So the one of the challenges this week is going to be trying to take out a certain amount of cash on today, Monday. Good morning. I forgot it's Monday. I'm still not used to his Monday stream. But take a set amount of cash out that you are going to allow yourself for the entire week and only spend within that cash. Don't go to your credit card unless obviously if you need gas and you have money, don't listen to me. Like, I'm not a personal finance. Don't run out of gas because you don't have enough physical cash to pay for gas. And go ahead and use your card. But any other I don't want to call them unnecessary, but frivolous in nature spending. So if you're coming home from work and you're hungry and you're like, I got this money left, but I also do have food at the house, just try to take the financially savvy, financially aware position, and instead of spending that extra money on the food, just go home, make yourself your own food because you have the money to do it, or you don't have the products to do it, right? So that is one of our challenges, is trying to figure out how much money you're going to spend in a week and just take out that cash and not touch the credit card. And another one, I'm blanking on it. One second. Oh boy, where did the note go? Oh boy, I'm sorry guys, just 1 second. No, I have notes that I usually. Oh yes, duh. Okay, the next thing is obviously depending on what your profession is. If you're a waiter or waitress, obviously you'll do better than this than individuals who are on a set salary. But trying to see how much money you can save this week. See how much unnecessary spending you can take out of your weekly routine. So whether that be the food that I was just talking about, or whether that be a case of beer or whatever it may be,
try to eliminate the unnecessary spending, and let's start today. See how much money you can save in 1 week without completely derailing the natural pattern of your life, so to speak. So say like if you always go somewhere on Tuesday nights, I'm not telling you not to do that, but just be conscious of how much money you're spending and see how much money you could have saved if you didn't go do that. See how much money you could save if you don't do some of the things that you're used to doing. So like I said, I was trying to have this be a little bit lighter today because it's personal finances, and I'm not really comfortable giving you advice. I'm going to give you actionable tips and challenges you can do, but I need advice on some of my own money sometimes, especially in the stock market. So I don't really feel comfortable giving you guys, sound scientific advice. I'll give you some of the science behind it. Like I just said, you're more likely to spend, at least on fast food, you're more likely to spend more money if you're using a credit card opposed to cash. And I do believe I didn't have the time to look into it today, unfortunately, but I do believe that stat would transfer over to other expenses in the expenditures as well, such as groceries, even your morning coffee, like or going to the gas station to grab something. I know for myself, I'm much more likely to swipe and grab something that I may not actually have the physical cash on hand for. So remember, try to pull out X amount of cash for the week and not spend any card, and try to see how much money you can save, whether it's not doing things or budgeting a little bit better. Just trying to be more conscious of how much money you're spending. So that is all I got for you guys today. I will have, if Seth does not post the blog this morning, which I know we were going to talk about that, so I'm not 100% sure when that's coming out. But if he does not post that, I'll be posting a nutrition video today on some little power balls, I call them. They're oats, peanut butter. I might throw a little Nutella in there because I'm a bad boy. But oats, peanut butter, maybe a little Nutella, some dark chocolate, some eggs, and some cinnamon into these nice little power balls. They taste amazing, and they're really good for you, nice and healthy. Not too much sugar, a little bit of dark chocolate. That's why I might not throw the Nutella in, because it might be a little bit of overkill. So just a little bit of dark chocolate, and everything else is nice and organic and healthy for you. So I'll have those up later today, hopefully. If not, definitely sometime during the week. So that's all that I have for you, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me, as always. If you guys want to learn more about us, go check us out. I'm going to get it one day. I promise I'm going to get it. Go check us out down there at connectedchs.com. All of our services and products are there, as well as our Instagram at connectedchs. That's where all of the cool food stuff that I'm about to be making is going to be. So go check that out. Don't forget about it. I won't forget about you. You don't forget about me. I will see you guys on Thursday afternoon right at 5:30. Until then, take care, stay happy, stay healthy.